All right. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Pre-Market Prep at the close. I'm Spencer Israel. He's Joel Elconin. Well, we are green pretty much across the board here today, with a couple of exceptions. Most every stock in the S&P 500 is green. Every sector is green. The president says he's leaving the hospital today at 6:30. We're supposedly getting closer on a stimulus package, and 1 plus 1 equals green. Rachel.
COVID, after you have COVID, you actually feel younger
That
is
that's what I've
once you
heard.
recover is when the conclusion I got. No, we were talking about this with Mitch just before we came on the air, and Republicans win, the market's going up. Democrats win, the market's going up.
Going up anyway.
The Green Party wins, the
Mark,
market's going up. Spencer Israel for president, the
market.
market's going up.
Why
I
not?
mean, Uh, but it's just the momentum from overnight. Just picked up right away, took out the pre-market high, took care of last week's high, which was 33.8750, just touched 3400. So the market was just, it wanted some good news and it got that good news. And we got to follow through, taking out the weekly high on Monday. It's early in the week. I guess you could call it my birthday rally here.
Yeah.
And boom, boom. Let's make a quick work of these highs that we had here, just over 3,400. I did not bring them into my calculations. I did see 34.19 and a quarter. I believe that's your 2 week high. That's this little high right here. So maybe that's what we'll be taking a look at next week. But so far, 3,400 is the high and up 57 in the handles real quickly. White crude lost on at the end of last week. It's getting back today up $2.32, right back to that $40 area, maybe trade the range between 37 and 41. Good day for gold, clearing 1900 maybe for a while here, up 920 at 1960.80. Silver's having a big day, up 45 cents at 24.48. And then Bitcoin, once again, $200 range. We may have to stop talking about Bitcoin. That's up $260 at 10,810. Maybe the next big move in Bitcoin will come maybe over the Thanksgiving weekend.
It's true. We've seen that in years past. I just put up the Dow only because I was curious how the Dow
What's that?
predicted. Well, I had forgotten this morning. I wish I'd remembered, but I had read previously about the market's reaction to other presidential health scares, right? And so if you go back and look at September 26, 1955, the Dow Jones fell 6.5% on news that President Eisenhower had a heart attack over the weekend. And that was worth 6.5% the following day. How times change, right? Dow Jones up 1.5% today, 1 2/3% today. Times change.
Oh boy. I mean, just the flow of information, Spencer,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that had happened
I,
back then. And who
I,
knows how long. I mean, a heart attack, hospital, coming out of the hospital. I just think right now, all those things are just like in it, just everything evolves with Twitter and social media, everything, boom, is just accelerated. So that would be my answer to that. The Dow chart looks pretty similar.
yeah,
That's clearing got 28,000. I don't drill down on the numbers on the Dow, but very similar looking chart to the
yeah,
S&P 500.
yeah. Like, who's feeling better, the market or Trump at 7:30 this morning? Because he was feeling pretty good. He says he's feeling good now. I don't know. I think everyone's feeling great today. Let's go to individual stocks here that are on my radar. There are a few that we didn't get to talk about this morning on the show that I would have liked to get to. We kind of ran out of time though. Bristol Meyer made an
Yes.
acquisition this morning, and we didn't quite get to talking about that, so I want to bring that up quickly. They are acquiring Myocardia for $13.1 billion as they make an experimental heart drug.
Was
And
it Bristol Meyer or Abbott?
it was Bristol Meyer.
Okay.
So let's look at that chart.
For some reason, I pulled up a Abbott chart this morning on that. Boom, boom. let's see here. It got hit a little bit, found support at 58. I'm not really seeing too much in the chart in here. This made that high at 64. Was this the one when Dennis was talking about that Kramer pumped? For some reason, why can't I get Abbott off my mind? Oh, Abbott had some news this morning
Well,
too.
Abbott,
That's
yeah,
right.
they had
Yeah, okay,
a
okay.
COVID
There
test.
you go.
Yeah,
I'm losing my memory here.
yeah,
It
must be the old age.
yes, or that cider I had at the Franklin Cider Mill this afternoon.
That's it.
50. The stock is it just doesn't look great. I mean, I'm looking at the daily, the weekly, and the monthly. They make an acquisition. I don't know. I can't really. I mean, if you want to, that's a sloppy head and shoulders top over another head and shoulders top here. I don't know. It just doesn't do anything for me. And 57's the low of the move. Hit 58. No man's land for me on this stock. Maybe if you clear 61 and clear it for good, then get interested on the long side. But just not a great looking chart to me.
Hat tip to you guys on your Regeneron and Gilead comments this morning. Both ended up being pretty on the money.
I think Dennis got rolled in that Regeneron. It was Chris Camillo that was long the Regeneron, and Dennis was the one that had shorted it. Boy, spiked up to 620 and then came back in. Got through the right there. I mean, if you were looking at your charts and you blew off that 610 high, got to 620, you had some daily highs in that area. You also had the CEO on CNBC that helped.
Yep.
619.97, and then what were these highs back here? 620 and 621.61. So I think this one will come back in and fill the gap. Triple D was a little bit early in shorting it, perhaps, and maybe hopefully Chris ran the register on his. Gilead, that's my pre-market prep stock of the day. Look at the monthlies in this thing. I mean, do you want to own a chart that's made a monthly lower 7 months in a row? So I don't know. It got the pop a little bit over 64. What's the high of the day here? 64 just changed. So I don't know. Looking for this one to fade too. 64.09 was a high. 64 was a resistance area right there. I mean, these stocks are just not staying home stocks. They're just out of favor right now and
Yeah.
gonna need a big cat. And also, when I was doing that article,
Yep.
I noticed that Gilead did big acquisition in 17. They buy Kite Pharma,
Oh
a
yeah.
huge premium.
That was big.
And then they picked up another company. Then recently they just bought what's an Immunetics or something like that. So they're trying to buy growth. They haven't got it yet. So if you want to be patient here via the monthlies, yeah, the budget support 61, 62. But if you're looking for a stock in a strong technical uptrend, you'll have to look somewhere else.
What about the fading GAN? Did you see that one this morning?
It popped, and then did it keep on going, or did it start to give it back?
Well, I mean, it popped after the open. I think what time was the high of the day at? 10 o'clock?
Yeah, that was sneaky. It looked like it would stop at 20, but where did it get to? It did get over 20. Just too much too fast for something like this, right? You got all these people, what about all the people that bought it and say, oh, it's going to break out here and I'm going to play it through the breakout. Then you get the breakout on the news, now coming back down to earth. Don't like this. A lot of people sold into the news on this. Don't know if you're going to get a gap fill back down to 16 and change from yesterday. But you got through 20. You got through 20 enough where if you shorted it at 20, for a shorter term trader, you're kind of scratching your head and you probably covered. And then when it came back down through that area, it was nothing but sellers. But good day, but giving back some of its gains.
All right, to the chat we go. There was a couple of stocks we didn't get to that in ratings today, like DocuSign had an upgrade, Dunkin' had a downgrade, AT&T had a downgrade. I don't know if we want to look at any of those, but
Let's see.
those are on my list from this morning.
DocuSign had the what?
Upgrade today to overweight from Morgan Stanley.
And someone said sold to you on that one. There was some faders in there. It moved. Oh, it moved a lot off the open. So people sold into that one. So even though the stock is up nicely, it's going to have a red bar on the day, closing below its open. Perhaps we still have 9 minutes to go. What was the other ratings change?
AT&T
Oh,
downgrade to underweight from KeyBank.
what are you gonna do with this one? I mean, you
Uh,
want to keep holding it,
they
holding
called
it.
it a value trap, which is, I guess it is.
It's just been going nowhere. Once again, not too far off that March low, riddled with that phone, cell phones getting cheaper and cheaper. So I don't know. It doesn't move much. The thing is, you can hold this one, and then that day when you walk in, they cut the dividend. You're gonna wish you didn't own it.
It's true. And you've also got the cord cutting weighing on them. They just spent how much money to buy Time Warner?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
no.
I don't know. Maybe not a place that you'd want to be. All right, to the chat we
What
go.
was the final ratings though? I just want to go over that one.
Let's see. I think I mentioned Dunkin' Brands, DNKN. They called it downgrade to neutral this morning from BTIG.
I tried to go to the free place. The stuff you get. Do you get a free car wash at Jack's on your birthday?
I don't know what that is.
Jack's Car Wash
Sorry,
on Orchard Lake.
sorry.
Yeah, you could go. Yep.
Don't know it.
And I thought
Right.
I could get a free coffee at Starbucks, but they said you had to be enrolled in the club. So
Oh,
I
you're
didn't
not
get.
Club Joel.
But you can also get a Bob Evans or Bill Knapp's used to give you a free chocolate cake on your birthday, but since they went out of business, they can't do that anymore. Uh, this Dunkin' Brands had a nice run, made a new all-time high. I remember Raz talking about this in the mid 70s. I don't like this chart. I don't like that. It's what's the low of the day here? Low of the day is 81.84. You're trading 81.96. Looks like you're closing near the low of the session. So the downgrade, not nice timing on that one. I look for 80, and then if it can't hold yesterday's low, and then perhaps 78. So analysts getting their way on this one.
All right, to the chat we go. Datadog, DDOG.
How is the dog?
This one, do they have earnings coming up? I feel like I saw them. No, they don't. I dreamt that.
What was it they had some good news last week though, right?
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Let me go to the pro here. Oh yeah, they had a deal with Microsoft, right?
Okay, got the pop off that. Ooh, this one. Keep an eye on this one, folks. Keep an eye on this one tomorrow. Look at this. 3 highs on the daily charts. 107.99, 108.20, 108.10. Where are you trading at? You are trading in the 106.52. You either got a hard top in there or this thing's going to blow the doors off and go to 120. The trend is up here, but if you're so inclined to short stuff, you know where your out is here. And if you're looking for a breakout, above 108.20, but 3 times in a row, you got big seller, big old seller at 108 here in Datadog.
What about Roku? We haven't looked at Roku in maybe a week, maybe more. I don't know. All time high. What else can you say?
Tight range on this day that it's making all-time high, but just chugged higher all day long. So what can you say? 204.94 all-time high, trading right there. Not a heavy volume day. I kind of would like to see it break out on, double or triple the average volume. So you do have some buyers up here pressing it higher. But it looks like you found small sellers, scale up sellers the whole way, but make it a new all time high. So when 204.94, it's really the only number you have in this one. And then wherever it closes today.
All right, lower price stock, Boxlight BOXL. Joel, let's take a look. I think they caught a price target raise this morning from Maxim.
What do they do?
I'm not sure. Let's find out.
Maxim covering this low price stock broke out over.
This is like Whoa, this is a online learning play, I guess.
Really?
Projectors, whiteboards, and other educational technology.
Well, I guess it wasn't one that they scooped up here. Uh, New high for the move. Great support at 150. Rounding bottom, clearing 2. Let's see what the volume is on this one. Good volume. Yeah, you get some bots will probably pick this up tomorrow. I'd say more chance of continuation than just giving back all of this 14% gain.
Mitch is, yeah, oh yeah, AMC. Forgot to mention AMC this
Oh,
morning.
we didn't talk any theaters.
We didn't talk AMC. Well, there's only two, CNK and AMC, but they're both, as you'd expect, down big today on news that Regal is shutting down their operations in the U.S. and the U.K. Second largest theater operator in the country. So yeah,
Oh boy.
AMC and CNK both down on that. I can't imagine why you would want to own either of these stocks. Maybe unless it's for like a short squeeze. I really don't know.
No. Couple things on this. I remember talking with Gene Munster about this. COVID just accelerated things, accelerated trends that probably were going to eventually happen. And with Netflix and all these other ways to participate in the movies, I don't know if it's going to be a thing of the past. I did see it was because of didn't they delay the James Bond movie coming out?
That I think may have been the nail on the coffin.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I mean, if you own these stocks, I mean, I don't know what the catalyst, a vaccine. I mean, that's what I would
vaccine
wait.
is the only catalyst. And even if we get a vaccine tomorrow, I mean, do you really want to own movie theaters?
How much did you go to movie theaters before the pandemic? Once,
Uh,
twice a year?
I, I would go maybe four or five times a year, maybe.
Buttered popcorn, you could get the spout where you put the butter right on there. That'll never happen again. They'll never have that stuff out in the open like that. But man, just out of favor, seeing I don't know what to say. I guess Amazon's not buying AMC for a distribution center the way that looks right now. But
I guess
not a good looking chart in these. Not sure what the catalyst besides a vaccine. Not sure what the catalyst is to drive these stocks, get them out of the gutter. But sad to see.
the catalyst is figuring out what else to do with that space. And I don't know what that is. Maybe an Amazon fulfillment center, maybe not. I don't
They're
know.
not even that big, are they?
They're big enough.
How's what's Simon? That's SPG, right?
Yep. SPG, Simon
And
Property.
it was this the Amazon pop up here over 74. Wow, you got to get a chance to get that at a discount. Winding up on the monthlies though, monthly consolidation here. I don't know. These long as these things persist. I mean, I saw New York was closing down some schools starting tomorrow. So I don't know. Market continues to reward the winners and punish the losers.
All right. We are about to close on this Monday up day. I think everything is pretty much up today. So a good day to start the week. Joel, how do you put today in perspective compared to
Good day. Good thing. The El Presidente is feeling better. Getting out at 6:30 tonight. I guess a headline you would want to be, cognizant of. If he goes and starts not feeling well again. But like we said, the markets doesn't really seem to care who's president. Seems to want to go just higher. We cleared the pair of highs from last week. Maybe that will be some early support in the overnight session, but the market was looking for some good news today, and it got double good news with the president feeling better and getting out of the hospital, as well as possible stimulus. So news favored the move in the markets, and it certainly took its cue.
my personal opinion is that the market doesn't care who wins as long as somebody wins. Someone has to win. That's all the market wants.
Someone's got to win big,
Someone's got to
right?
Someone's got
Right.
to win. Just win. That's all the market wants. It's just a winner and a loser. They don't really care who. That's my personal opinion. All right. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate that. On tomorrow's show, we'll be joined by Nick Shaheen. and he is back. He was out the last time, but he's back with us tomorrow. So get your options questions ready for Nick on tomorrow's show. Please remember all the information from our show is meant to be used as informational purposes and not for investing or trading advice. Everyone have a great rest of your day. We'll be back with you on Tuesday morning. Okay.